Photoshop CS6 gave us a new selection tool. I shouldn't even say it's a new selection tool. It's an addition to an existing selection tool. Let me take a look over here. We'll go under the select menu, go down to color range. And if you look over here, what you'll see is when you click on the drop down menu, and nothing's changed with the colors and the highlights and midtones, but it says skin tones. So it gives us, and this is especially useful for working with portraits and retouching, it gives us a very quick way to select a part of the image that we're typically using a lot. Okay, so a lot of people, whether we want to smooth the skin tones or maybe change the color. In this example here, you can see how his face is very red. Okay, so we've got some tools that we can use to take that redness out, but we first have to select the skin tone. So that's what this helps us do. It takes that manual step and it takes it away from us. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on Detect Faces, and you can see that kind of helps out a little bit here. The fuzziness slider works just as it always did. The higher you go, the more things it's going to select. So when it comes to faces, I kind of just keep it down a little bit here, and we'll click OK. So at this point, we have a selection. Okay, so now, and this is probably what would have taken us the longest amount of time before, is to figure out how to make the selection rather than what to do with it. Because what to do with it is very simple. I can go to my adjustments panel here. I can go to my hue saturation adjustment. And what I would do is change the default master to reds and then just reduce the saturation. I'll take it all the way down so you see he gets ghostly, right? But I just reduce the saturation here about 20-25% or so. Okay, right around there. And then we'll go ahead and close that. Take a look at the adjustment layer. Because I had a selection active when I made this, it automatically made a mask that just has the skin tones in it. So when I turn this on and off, you can see the difference. That's before, that's after. Again, before and then after. If you look at his forehead, you can really see it there. One more time, before and after. Now, a lot of times it does select, especially if you look at the mask. And I'm going to come over here on Option, or I'll click on the mask. If you look on it, you'll see it selects a lot of other things besides his face. In this example, I don't think it was bad because I think it kind of works. But let's say he had red pants on, which is just really, really a bad sight. But let's say he had red pants on and we didn't want to desaturate those. All you would do is click on that layer mask, take your brush tool. Remember, what's black over here is where it's not going to affect. So if I paint with black, okay, you can see it disappeared from the mask. I'll leave an option, or I'll click on the mask again. You can see it. Let's say we didn't want to do his hands. I could paint with black. And now, whatever this adjustment layer is over here, it's not going to affect. It's only affecting the things that you see in the mask over here that are white, and it's looking at that layer below. So one more time, before and then after. Really, really powerful in what we can do with it when you think of all the things that we would want to do with skin, whether it's kind of retouching the skin to kind of smooth that out a little bit, whether it's removing a color from the skin, maybe adding color to the skin if it looks pale, a lot of different uses that we could want to select our skin tones for. And now with CS6, we've got a way to very quickly do it.